What's going on, guys? Telegic here. We're going to be playing a game with Malfurion, showing off the man build, which is honestly just a DPS build with Malfurion, where you build him in the most manly way possible. We can run through pretty quick, just essentially kind of spec into roots and spec into damage. So roots are kind of the most important part in the early game, and you get more Moonfire and you get Twilight Dream in the build as well. So it's a lot of fun, but Malfurion actually does struggle with mana a little bit, especially when you're casting your spells as frequently as possible. So we're going to be grabbing Conjurer's Pursuit, level 1, to give you the additional mana regen for gathering the orbs around the map. And that just makes that, one of those crucial things you have to constantly be thinking about, is grabbing as many orbs as you can throughout the game. So we're going to see what we're up against here. We got a Vala, Abathur, Falstead, Tyrande, and Malfurion as well. So it'll be interesting to see if the Malfurion runs the man build as well, because it's become a pretty popular thing. A lot of times you can actually see a Malfurion having top damage and top healing on their team. Top damage isn't that common because you really do have to spam Moonfire a lot late game, but you know what? It's super fun to do. And as we pin out here, again, just make sure you grab as many of these orbs as you can. And when you're playing Malfurion, you should always be using, not only just keep your allies topped off when you can, but keep their mana topped off with Innervate. It's always good to just keep everybody nice and restored, and the Innervate cooldown is it's short. It's 30 seconds, so you can really just keep your team's mana up and give your team a lot more efficiency than your opponents. So we're here in Garden of Terror. This is a map they recently made a lot better. It's just a more like intuitive map, especially it used to be like the games would be 40 minutes almost every time. So it's gotten a lot better over time, which is wonderful. And I actually like the map a lot now. So we're just kind of laning against Tyrande and just trying to push her back. We don't want to keep them pushed too far forward because, again, I really want to make sure I have those globes. So yeah, we're just gonna. Yep, the globes are nice and close for us here, and we do have to worry about this Tyrande a little bit because there could be somebody trying the gank. I mean, the Abathur can come on her at any time for sure. And our Nova's doing a really good job at zoning, I have to say. Got to give our Nova props. We got a Chen on our team, which is really fun. He's the newest hero in this current patch that we have available in Heroes, and he's a fun character. So finally, we got Vengeful Roots level 4. And this will allow us to, really just keep a little additional pressure. Now, the nice thing about Vengeful Roots is it does a few things. It gives you the Trent with your roots, which not only is good for scouting if you wanted to put it in a bush somewhere. It will soak up damage for a turret. It'll soak up damage at mercenary camps. But it also does additional damage, which obviously we're building towards damage. Now, the other talents in that tree are great as well. I mean, you can definitely get Protective Shield, and Healing Ward is an amazing trait. Or talent that you can throw on your hero. But this build is all about the DPS, so we have to go with Vengeful Roots, and it's just, you will see how much fun it is. Now, this build actually pairs very well with a lot of heroes like Arthas. When you do Arthas' Frost to initiate and then you throw the root down, you time it to just kind of maximize your root time. That's incredible. It can work well with another hero like Tyrande, where she has her stun. Again, anyone just has the stun, and especially Stitches. I like to play them a lot with Stitches. We actually did a duo queue with that composition, and we're gonna try to lock her in here. She does get out of it. Kind of bad aim on my part, but we probably could have got a kill if I managed to land that root. But it looks like we got a kill on Vala down here in the bottom lane. So good job on their part. But yeah, this Tyrande is actually being surprisingly aggressive against two. She's very confident. Now, she's got Abathur with her a lot, but that's fine. But yeah, with Stitches, I mean, you get the hook and then you root, and sometimes you can get the gorge, just eating them up and then rooting them after they get spit out. There's just like a lot of really fun stuff you can do with that pair. Now, I'm actually going to try to position up and see if we can get this Tyrande. Well, she's got vision. Take my own advice, make sure I use Innervate as often as possible. Nice snipe there, just keeping her mana low. We're just going to tap our well. It'll be night soon, and or it is night already, and we can actually just, I'm going to fall down and just get a little bit of farm while our Nova continues to soak. So again, you got the roots here, you got the Trent that'll help you tank here, and we're just going to grab a bunch of seeds. Now, the seeds are actually, they're not super crucial, but they're definitely a nice to have. Especially because the plant terror is so much stronger than it used to be, and our globe right here will be very convenient. And our Nova is also getting some globes. Now, notice I came back up to the lane as soon as Nova decided to leave. You really just want to make sure you soak XP as much as you can. Just kind of maximize that and keep ahead. We have a small lead because we do have that. We have, I think, 2 kills on them. But yeah, it looks like our team's going to be posturing for those mercs, and we just got to keep an eye on them to make sure that they don't they don't get a gank on them. But we do have Tyrande up here with us still, so we want to just keep soaking at the top lane, and the rest of our team should be fine down there because we have 2 supports in the top lane. And as long as Tyrande doesn't shift, I'm not going to shift either. So you can see the power of the Trent and these roots just kind of burning through all the creeps here. And again, make sure you grab your globes. We can actually start to pressure a little bit. I mean, I could see that a decent portion of their team is not here. But I don't want to spend too much mana using my Trent or using my entangling roots to be offensive, like with their towers and such. It's just, I don't think there's a ton of value in that. And it's just, you run out of mana quicker than you'd imagine. Very, very nice. They got a double kill there. And it looks like they might actually get... No, Bella will get out. So our team is actually just kind of carrying this game and allowing me to just kind of sit in the top lane and soak. But we're actually going to grab our next talent here, which will be Twilight Dream. Now that's a silence and stun. So we have roots with the Trent. We have the additional root damage. And my phone is currently ringing. Apologies for that. And we have, Twilight Dream here. Now Twilight Dream is in fact a stun. Well, it's not a stun. It's a silence. And it's an AoE style, so it really does a ton for your team. Just especially if you go into a fight level 20, what I like to do is I actually like to blink forward into the enemy team and do an offensive silence, and it's just it can just flat out win a team fight, especially if you interrupt crucial things like Divine Storm from their Uther or something of that sort. Now we see their positioning, and we can actually just try to get something done here. I'm a little bit forward, but my team is coming up as well, and we're going to try to just get right in their face and drop a big... See, we see that? And actually, he got out of the way using his Tranquility. I wanted to interrupt it, but did not succeed. So we're just going to fall back, tap our wells, and looks like everyone is just soaking in the other lanes. So our Garden Terror is ready. Doesn't look like anybody wants to grab it, but someone definitely should. Okay, looks like our Chen is going. Very good. So Chen will grab the Terror, and then we should just all push with it. The Terror is an amazing map objective now. It has the sprint, it's got a polymorph, and it's got a ton of siege damage. And when you protect it, you can just get a ton of work done. I'd like to soak here, but it's time to maximize the efficiency of this Terror, and I'm just going to shift down with it immediately. Our Hammer is, yeah, she's very forward. She might fall here. The big gank on her, she's going to fall for sure. But our Terror is actually going to the top lane. He's saying, well, they're 4 bot. Let's go to the top lane. It's a great choice. He knows they're on the other side of the map, so he's just going to make them travel all the way up here to get anything done. And you cannot actually heal the Terror. But nice job here. This is actually a polymorph. He's actually using it for the damage, it looks like, but you can really put it in a key position like their gate, preventing them from being able to come out without getting polymorphed unless they use an ability to dash forward over it. And you can see how much damage the Terror did. And he's just immediately shifting to the mid lane and saying, okay, they're responding here, let's move to the mid lane, see what we can get done there. And again, he's just throwing this root down. They should be attacking this root. They should be focusing on that, stalling and stopping as much damage as they can. And here at level 13, there's a few things you can do. You can grab Rewind because the double root is phenomenal. It really is. But I'm actually going to go with a Moonfire build with this man build because I just really want to maximize the amount of damage output that I have. Rewind is an amazing talent, but our team is actually in a tough spot here. Try to lock him down there, but can't really fight a Malf with Tranquility. He's going to just heal way too efficiently, especially with Abathar on himself, but our Muradin steps on in, gives us some help. And we're just going to heal up our tank here, keep her nice and happy, and give him a nice little innervate. Get our Globins, top ourselves off, and we're just going to shift back to our lane. unless our team seems like they really want to initiate. But nope, they want to go for Knights, and actually I think that's a great choice. I'm just going to shift back and start the Knights, and one of my allies should come assist. So again, you just got the Trent here to help start that. He'll tank quite a bit, and you can see the damage from the roots is just, it's very significant. It does a ton of damage. And our hammer is multitasking here, fighting two more camps at once. I like it. And those two should have no problem whatsoever cleaning out the giants by themselves. And I'm going to go defend our offensive giants that the team took. It was likely bribed by the... Are they? Yes, they have bribe on the false head, so the false head probably just flew forward, bribed, and then backed out. But our Trent will also tank damage here from these guys, preventing them from really doing a lot of damage that they would have done to our base. Now, having Abtheron there obviously makes them last a lot longer than I'd like. But with Nova here, they will fall in no time. And we can just go. And our team is actually calling for the offensive Knights. It's a bold play to do something like that, to go for offensive Knights. And it looks like we're probably not going to be doing it. So in initiations with Malfurion, I mean, you really just want to make sure that you're not too far forward and you save your roots for like really key plays. And key plays can be like, you know, if you don't have any other stuns on your team. Now we see that they're shadow stepping towards me. I am going to fall. Yeah, I didn't really have any choice there. They were just waiting to gank right here. I was pretty much screwed the second I saw the shadow step. But very nice. Almost got a pick up there from our Nova. But our hammer is actually really going to go forward, try to launch the siege. Won't get any targets, and they should honestly be backing up here. They're in a really dangerous situation. Hammer might have her boost available, but it's not going to be enough. Hammer will fall, just desperately sieging, and Nova also very much out of position. It looks like our Chen and our Muradin are actually having this tight engagement with Vala, but looks like they'll get the kill here, which is a nice small win, and they're backing up here. So if we were all together, that would have been great, but it looks like they were preoccupied fighting Vala. Vala is a very dangerous hero. This mass amount of damage we see on Chen was likely caused by her heroic. We're just going to heal up our Muradin because Muradin actually has the self-heal trait. He doesn't want to go back to base. He just says, well, you know what, I'll heal up quickly enough as it is. So we'll give him a little bit of additional healing to help him get back up. Because you'll see, yeah, his healing kicks in and he's just going to restore very fast. But looks like they're pushing here, so we want to actually try to stop this. And we're going to go with the additional Moonfire. You have the reduced cooldown for successful Moonfires, and you deal more damage. And here we go in. We're going to try to get the roots down. Will it be? Nope. We're not going to manage to get him. He correctly dodges up, and we have two Malfs here. So this is actually very rough for our team because they have a lot of sustainability with Tyrande and two Malfurions from the Abathur clone. But we should be fine now. They have giants pushing in our bottom lane. They just took out our fort. But as long as we can get a kill here, I think we'll be in a great spot. Now, this hammer's got hover siege, so we just want to kind of stick with the hammer and play protect the hammer in this situation. Hammer has a ton of damage output, and protect the hammer is often just the way to play when you have a hammer in your team, especially in a solo queue. Now, ooh, our Chen goes way in, but it won't pay off. He is definitely going to fall there. There are roots everywhere. We have tranquility going off, and they're in hot pursuit. They're in hot pursuit. I need to throw down a nice root here, see if I can slow these guys down. That'll prevent the false set from coming forward for a little while, and we'll get the gank on their real Malfurion. And you can see how much damage that false set took just from the Trent. He was very low, and I gotta try to back up here. Oh, the very nice sentinel shot by their Tyrande. We're just going to throw some heals down and see if we can get these guys back up. Now, I still have my heroic. I was a little scared to go in there. You really want to make sure you hit 2 or 3 targets with your heroic whenever possible. I just kind of saved it for that whole engagement, and we can see that they actually have Mule here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that to tank the shots, and I'm going to take out the Mule because I don't want to give them all that free healing. Mule is an amazing talent. If you leave it uncontested, it will do a lot of healing to their structures. So I'm a little far forward here. I don't know where their team is. They're all back up now except for their Vala, and I'm just going to fall back, play safe, because I am in fact alone. And looks like they'll have no problem cleaning up these giants, or grabbing these giants. I'm just going to make sure I throw an Innervate on that hammer, because her mana is about halfway. Ooh, very, very nice initiation there using the ability. I have to try to... Nope, I have no hope. Honestly, that's the scary part of having a Tyrant on the enemy team. You never know where they're going to be, and they shadow stalked into those bushes and just waited because they saw me shifting down. Smart play by them, and I should have been more defensive going back around this way. It might seem like a very long way to go when you get back to lane quickly going this way. It's actually always safer to go the back way, and that was a misplay on my part because I had no idea where they were on the map. And, you know, if you don't know where the enemy is, just play safe. It looks like our Chen will probably fall here. Oh, very nice using the Wandering Keg to get out. Muradin leaps away, and, you know, this clone's going to fall. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no. Our whole team is going to get picked apart here. Hammer might make it home, but with the Sentinel shot being an option, I think this Tyrande has been specking the Sentinel. We could see a really scary Sentinel shot come out. But, yeah, looks like the shot did miss right there. And our Hammer will live to see another day. Just going to heal him up here. And we have to defend because they're going to be pushing hard with this. Tranquility going down. Our Muradin is taking a lot of damage. And it looks like we might be able to... No, it won't be enough. Yeah, stupid team, says Muradin. Clearly, this is all of our fault fighting a 3v5. We have no opportunity. He was up in front. What can you do? This is going to be a nice big push, but the game's not over yet, that's for sure. But we're definitely starting to fall behind. They have a ton of sustainability, and we're just not really getting anything done. Does our Nova have 0 damage? That doesn't look like 0 to me. 0 healing, but that's really not bad. 17,000 damage is not bad. Now, Nova is not a sustained damage character. She does more burst, so it's not uncommon to see her damage. Like now Hammer has 37,000 because she has sustained damage. I'm not gonna bother trying to talk to these guys, but 75,000 siege by Chen. He's probably running the flying kick build. It looks like he's got the chug, pressure point. Oh, he's going for more of a combustion build. Very interesting. So that's just more of a jungle lane clearing build by the Chen. Now all of our lanes are pushed and we have to defend here in the middle. Looks like our team will be reacting and just going to try to get a big root here. I'm only going to get the Abathur clone, not what I want. And I'm stuck in the root, don't want to be there, just want to fall back. That was a very interesting blink forward by the fall set. I really, not really too sure. And you can see again, just that shadow stalk is so scary. Rain of Vengeance coming down. They're level 20. This is very, very tough for us. They have that level 20 advantage. When we're only level 19, it's gonna be tough to get out of this, or tough to keep alive. But we can try. And we have heroics going down. I actually meant to hit the wrong key there, wasting my heroic. Terrible, terrible for our team. But we got a nice root, and we might be able to get that Vala, but no, it doesn't look like the Vala will die. It looks like she will stay alive. And they just keep getting those long-range kills on us, really making this tough. It looks like our Hammer wants to go forward, chasing that Vala, wants to get the kill. But it's really a very risky play for us to go forward. Until we're level 20, they're 21. They have a big lead on us. We have not taken a single keep, or 4 at that matter. And they've taken 2 keeps. They have super minions pushing lanes. They took offensive. They got the bribe again from that Falstead. Falstead's one of the characters that has the most utility when it comes to bribe because he can just fly all over the map and take offensive camps like that, or walk over the map and fly out. Really nice play on their part. They're just playing very well, the enemy team. We could be doing a little bit better, but we're not playing terrible, I don't think. And again, the arrow does so much damage when you spec into Sentinel like that, and gives you so much vision on the map, knowing exactly where we are. But it looks like we might get this Malfurion kill, and I'm just going to try to shift up. But seeing the Knights were taken, that means that they definitely have members of their team nearby, and their Muradin falls, and Nova will fall as well. So that's likely game. Honestly, at this point in time, the 1 minute cooldown, they're going to do a big push down towards our top keep here, and with their Knights, unless they decide to just push in the middle alone. And that was a very nice, again, just constantly having to worry about, you know, the Shadow Stalk. They're just, I had mad pathing there. I was looking at the map. I was looking at, trying to tell the story of what was happening more than even looking at my character. Hoped my pathing would go through here, but it actually went through the top of the map. And I just kind of walked into my death. But hey, what can you do? It was game to begin with. And here we can see. But just to kind of recap the man build, I mean, my damage wasn't super high. It's kind of something where you need to be spamming Moonfire, like I said at the start. But it does get pretty ridiculous. Now, this wasn't the best showcase of the build, but I can tell you, especially when you pair it with heroes like Arthas, heroes like Stitches, the build just gets so much power because it does a lot of damage output when you have someone rooted in it, and especially in those kind of scenarios where you can lock someone down with other heroes. It's just like one of my favorite things to do in a duo queue kind of situation. It's super fun, but yeah, our whole team is getting picked apart here. It will not be enough to kill the false side. He will barely live, and the Malfurion throws his heals down. And you know what? We're not gonna call quits yet. We're gonna try to do a sick bolt in. YOLO. I mean, yeah. I mean, it likely won't work, but oh my gosh, we might get something done. No, nothing will get done. We will get stomped on by Rain of Vengeance. And our team's gonna pursue, but again, we've lost. We haven't taken a single fort. We've lost 3 keeps. We're just kind of drawing out the inevitable at this point in time. 3 levels behind 20 and 23. It's not something you see really happen ever. It's quite poor. But our hammer is just kind of doing her thing. That's nice. I mean, we got a kill. And the Tyrande tries. But once again, all of our lanes are severely pushed out. Our team is half dead. And yeah, wow, the Tyrande's arrow is just having such value. I'm not gonna die here, Vala. You can't kill me. Well, looks like we do have a well still alive that we can tap, so we got that going for us, which is nice. And I missed the Globin. Terrible. Very sad day. That's about all I have to do with my life right now, is look for Globins. There's one. Yes. Globins. So they're just going to posture here. They're probably going to get a nice big setup with their... Yep, they're going to go in and up. Nice leap by our Muradin. Nice attempt, at least. And, there you see the Rain of Vengeance just wrecking us, just really kind of obliterating, and kind of a preemptive triple tap. The triple tap, if it's not going to kill, you shouldn't use it. That's typically the rule of thumb, unless if they're not at kill percent, just keep it up. But we can try again to do this blink in. You can see you can zone like that. There's no way he could go, no way out if you zone like that using the entangle, which is nice. And you know, we're slowly getting back into this game, but that is not going to help, and this is going to kill me. And yeah, this Falstad's going to run train on, especially with an Abathur on him. There's almost no chance that this Muradin will actually live, because seriously, the damage output of this hero, especially with Abathur, is absolutely nuts. We're going to have our Muradin back up because that Resurgence, and Shen's about to respawn as well. But again, we're really just delaying the inevitable. If we come back and win this game, it'll be the ultimate comeback, honestly. But getting the underdog bonus for these kills, like if we manage to get this kill, does he have the stun? No. The Tyrande helps him get out with Shadow Stalk. And slowly but surely, these catapults and these giants will push down our Nexus. Push down our core. But I think my favorite heroes, like I think I've reiterated this a few times, but it's really got to be Stitches and Arthas. Those guys are super fun. Tyrande works well. But really, definitely try the man build with a friend if you can, and just try it with Stitches, try it with Arthas. It's just super fun to execute that kind of thing. And you know, let me know what you guys think about the build. Let me know if you think there's like, if rewind is definitely an option. Don't forget that. I like to go the full damage with. Oh no, it won't be enough. She did fall, but we're not going to get credit for that kill. But But yeah, the Moonfire damage is a lot of fun, especially when you just start spamming it late game. And again, the root damage is just, it's so real when you get somebody into the Frost of Arthas and then you root them and then your Trent starts beating on them and you start spamming Moonfires, they fall rather quickly. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Feel free to hit the follow button, subscribe to my channel here, and you know, let me know. Leave your comments in the bottom. Let me know if there's any heroes you want to see a build for, any specific builds you want to see that you've seen on, you know, maybe some competitive matches, and check out our other content here on the channel. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.